Welcome to the Spiritual Corner. I am Nobinguni. Thank you for joining us. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing a few tips on how to strengthen your relationship with your guides. So I've jotted down 3 important points to strengthen your relationship with your ancestors. So we're just going to get right into it. The first tip is a very important one. It's communication. So here we are initiating relationships with our ancestors by means of ukuphahla. Right? So we are phahla as a way to establish a relationship and communicate with your guides. So it doesn't matter in which phase or part of your journey you are in. It's very important to phahla regularly. We phahla for different reasons, so it's not always to ask. Similar to prayer, it's not always about asking. We phahla to also give thanks, and just as a form of meditation and just basking in the energy of our ancestors in our altars. So it's not only just to ask. Yes, we do phahla ucela, but like for clarity and things like that. But in we also have to phahla just to give thanks, right? Just to kubonga, right? We also have to maintain these relationships with our guides. It's very important to maintain a relationship. We maintain relationships by acknowledging the information that we receive from our ancestors. So when you dream, right, when you receive information or messages via visions or intuition or any of your psychic senses, it's important to always acknowledge it. Even if it's information, but just any message that you receive from abantu abadala, it's important to acknowledge. Go back to your altar and acknowledge the information that you have received. Uchuba, you have received this information and you are thankful for that. It's very important because communication is a two-way thing, right? When you communicate with your ancestors, they communicate back. And this communicating back doesn't always have to happen instantly. Sometimes it takes time, so we have to be patient as well. But when they communicate first, we also have to communicate back, right? So communication is a two-way thing. We have to allow this flow of communication to happen by acknowledging and constantly being present in the information that we receive. And, we maintain a relationship by acknowledging the information that we receive, and also by constantly communicating tinakala to our ancestors, right? So the second point is consistency. Now this is a very simple one and also very important. The amount of effort and work you put into your spiritual journey strengthens your relationship with yourself and your ancestors, right? So it's important to create spiritual practices and stay consistent with them, right? Spiritual practices can be anything that you find resonance in. It can be praying, it can be phahla, it can be going to the beach and meditating there. It can literally be anything that you find resonance in. It has to be something that you are connected to so that you can do it consistently, right? All right. You may fall off from time to time in spiritual practices, or even in communication as well, but it's important to always find your way back to your center. Even if you fall off from time to time, back into the center. All right. Also very important is spiritual hygiene. and maintaining spiritual hygiene. Cleanse and ground yourself always, right? Cleanse your space, cleanse your mind, body, and soul. So it's important to involve spiritual hygiene in your spiritual practices, which involves cleansing and grounding, right? And, protection, rituals, and things like that. The third and also important point or tip is applying the messages that you receive, right? This is all about physical action and putting in the work. So this is pretty self-explanatory, okay? Don't sit on the information that is shared in your dreams. You have to put in the necessary action required. And if the message isn't clear, you have to partner on it and wait on it. Some dreams are fairly simple. If you dream or whatever, do that. Put action. Don't stall and procrastinate. Just do everything that you are told in dreams. Sometimes it may be told, but now you need to cleanse your heart and learn to forgive more and find peace and heal your heart space. Sometimes you get messages like that in your dreams, and you have to do that. Right? So that's it for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Also, a huge thank you to all our current subscribers.